Hi, good afternoon, everybody. We're here on Randall's Island. Homeside New York is accepting Lansdowne on the pitch today. The kickoff was at 12:03, and we're on Randall's Island, field number 74, 75. I'm not sure which. So the kickoff was at 12:03. I'm going to put that on the recorder. If you give me a moment, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Recorder. Easy voice recorder. Okay. So record. Lansdowne, New York, Randall's Island. The kickoff is at 12:03, and away we go. Lansdowne have the possession early. Hey Pat, did you see who just kicked that ball into touch? That was a monster. James, did you see who kicked that ball into touch? That was a monster. Okay. All right, so one of the Lansdowne players, it might have been Hugh Byrne, I would guess. He has a lefty boot, and we're on that side of the pitch, and he blasted a ball that has Lansdowne deep in on a line-out. Good attacking platform against the men from New York. And the hooker today is none other than Shawnee Stones. Shawnee Stones, Lansdowne retained possession, and here comes a rolling maul. And right now we have, there goes Brian Hawk with a magnificent pass to the great Dylan Casey. Okay, that looks like our own Eddie Ringler. There was an infringement by the men from New York. I would kick the ball over the post. I don't know if they're going to do such, but this would start the ball rolling, put some points on the board for Lansdowne. And the kicker is going to be Brian Hawk from Limerick City. He's the scrum half today for Lansdowne. Very accurate kicker. He's spot on. Fantastic, in fact. Hopefully he'll put this one over the posts. It's pretty close to the middle of the field. The wind is swirling, so that could play havoc with both kickers. Needless to say, the New York kicker is fantastic as well, so I'm sure they have it in their head to make a little adjustment, both of them. The last time the New York kicker did a fantastic job for them, and hopefully Brian will slot this one as well. So here we go. Okay, so what we have is in minute 4, or minute 3 actually. 4. It is minute 4. Due to that infringement by New York, gave a shot for Brian Hawk to kick the ball over the post, which he did. So right now, Lansdowne are leading in the away game 3-0. Lansdowne are on the score sheet first, and it's another kickoff that's going in the direction of Lansdowne. Lansdowne are defending the south side. New York are defending the north side of Randall's Island. Okay, here we go. Kickoff into the great hands of our own Ronan Costello. And here's a ruck. Here's a phase. And let's see, have Lansdowne retain possession or turn it up? Nope, Lansdowne have retained possession. The ball goes to Shane Kenny, who makes a lovely little run into contact. And here's another phase. And let's see, Brian Hawk again. Okay, kick. Let's see, kick by Mr. Byrne. Doesn't go into touch, but it was a lovely kick. Nevertheless, the New York fellow did very well to collect it quite without much effort. It was a lovely play by the New York, the winger. Okay, here's the New York number 10 kicking the ball down. They're going to give it a whirl, see if it goes into the back of the end goal, which it does not, but it is a dropout for Lansdowne. It doesn't go out of the back of the end goal, but Alex Griffin touched the ball down into the end goal, so there was a dropout for Lansdowne. And of course, Hugh Byrne, he of the massive lefty boot, is taking the shot. So our own Hugh Byrne is going to give it a whirl. And Huey kicks it infield. It's going to bounce. Okay, it bounced once. The sure-handed out half for New York, who impressed mightily in the last match. Now their fullback has made a beautiful dash. He's still up. He just got tackled. He must have gained 30 meters on that. That was a fantastic dash by the New York fullback. It's the second breakdown going in the direction of New York. Their hooker is taking it into contact, and the Lansdowne defense seems to be up for it. Okay, there is some good pressure on both sides. People are shoving and shoving. Let's see, the number 7 for New York has just made a little dash there. He probably has gained about 7 or 8 meters. Lovely play by the New York 7. Tackle, looks like Ronan Costello. Nope, that was Ronan right through the tunnel. The blockbuster, Ronan the blockbuster Costello. I don't know if anybody on Lansdowne has that ability to just knock go through the tunnel and knock the ball backwards. Oh, wow, New York just turned it over again. I didn't see what it was. It's on the other side of the pitch, but it's going to be a kick into touch for the men from the Irish side, the men Yonkers and Woodlawn. So let's see what's happening right now. There's going to be a... Could you get that seat for me, please? Would it be possible? The chair? Do you have a chair?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a kick. Will it go into touch? It might stay infield. It did stay infield. The wind is playing havoc with some of these kicks. New York are on the attack again. So, I think that's Hugh Byrne and Johnny Giordano who made the tackle. Okay, the ball. Oh, thank you, Pat. You're very kind. Very kind. So I think that was Johnny Giordano and our own both Johnny and Hugh Byrne who made the tackle there. There seems to be an infringement against Lansdowne. So there is somebody down. Hopefully he'll get up. He'll be okay. I think that's Johnny. I don't know. Can't see. Let's see who that is. Yes, that's John Giordano. I hope he's okay. So now what we have here. It's a scrum. Okay, it's scrum. So maybe somebody knocked it forward. I didn't see in the cluster. It's so much easier when we're looking from high above. So right now what we have is here a scrum to the men in blue, to New York, just inside the halfway line. So just inside the New York halfway line is a scrum to the men in blue. By the way, the first club that yours truly played for way back in 1983, which of course is a couple of lifetimes ago. The Middle Ages have been kind to me. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. Anyway, so here we go. First scrum of the game, as a matter of fact. This is the first scrum of the game. And New York seem to have gained an advantage, and they have maintained possession, bring it out wide to the fullback. The fullback has lovely feet. He already has made a great dash by New York. They were thwarted by an infringement. And now the second row, big fella, Shane Kenny is on it. Here's another breakdown. Another breakdown for New York. Okay, tap and go. Okay, so let's see. New York have just passed it, and the referee has just blown the whistle again. So we will see what happens. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a kick into... Yes, it is. The Lansdowne men are backing up, so that means a kick into touch. So what's going to happen is it looks like New York are going to have a very good... Yes, they do, as a matter of fact. New York now have a very good attacking position, because they are somewhat close to the Lansdowne line. It looks like they are approximately 25 meters from the in goal. So New York have an opportunity here as their hooker gets set to throw the ball in on the line out. And New York have some tall fellas as well, so I think the lads are pretty evenly matched in the lineouts here. So here we go, the movement. And the 6 comes down with the ball. It was a lovely throw by the hooker, and the 6 was very sure-handed. Great tackle. It looks like Sampson. I believe it's Sampson because he's wearing a scrum cap. Okay, here's another. Couple of lovely little passes. They're very quick, the men from New York. They are only about 10 meters out now. The ball comes to the back of to the ruck, and it is another phase. Here's a big tackle. That looks like Niall Dillon. That's who that... Nope, that is not. That is Dan Graham. I thought it was Niall Dillon. They have similar hairstyles. So, okay, the referee is saying that they want to quick tap it, which they did, but the referee is bringing it back. I don't know why, but they're going to bring it back, and I think New York are going to make a decision whether or not to kick over the post or to kick into the corner. So their out half is very sure-footed. He's a wonderful, wonderful kicker. So it looks like the out half is going to kick into the corner. So the out half is taking a very ballsy move. The out half is kicked into the corner. So New York have a phenomenal phenomenal platform in order to score. Lansdowne have committed a couple of penalties in a row. So New York, a lovely line out for the men from New York. So there is another breakdown. What's happening is the couple of passes, another pass by, directly from the scrum half to their number 6. And here we go out to their number 10. That kid is very good. Out to the winger. He's another good player. I think we got away with a high tackle there. Nope, the ref saw it, and he's allowing the advantage. So here we go. It's going to be, New York. Oh, he's in. Okay, so in minute number 12, some nifty interplay there with the backs. Lovely passing by the men from New York. So in minute 12, some lovely passing by the backs, and New York have just taken the lead 5 points to 3 in minute 13. Pat, did you want to? I'm sorry, Pat. Did you want to speak to me? No. Okay. All right. So what's going on right now is the left-booted out half for. Nope, it's not their out half. Somebody else is taking the kick. I'm surprised because their out half was magnificent in the last encounter between the two teams up in Tibbetsburg Park. So as of right now, the men from New York, the men from the Manhattanites, I should say, because they're based in Manhattan, are up 5 points to 3. And the kick at goal is forthcoming right now. I think it's one of the centers. It's not the fullback. And he missed. Maybe the wind is playing havoc. He may have tried to overcompensate by making it a low line drive kick, but it was a wee bit too low. Okay, so at this stage, New York are up 5 points to 3, and the ball will go back into the New York into possession of the Manhattanites. Okay, so here we go. Okay, kickoff now. This time it'll be the men in blue that are receiving possession. And the kicker of the ball off, I should say, that just went 10. Good kick by, good try by Shane Kenny. Phenomenal effort by Shane. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get to it in time. So what's going to happen is we're going to see a line out to the men in blue. Yes, sir.
Did they make the kick?
No, they missed. They missed. Yeah, it's 5-3. It's 5-3. It's going to. He called it. Okay, he called it a knock forward, which is a great call by the ref. Great call. I just wasn't sure if it had gone crooked or straight, and he made a phenomenal call. The referee did. So it is a scrum to the men from New York, and they won the last scrum. This is only the second scrum of the match so far. And New York did very well in the last scrum. So that a very feasible call. I could see why they made that call, although if he called a straight knock forward, then they didn't have a choice. But New York retained possession with a lovely scrum and a couple of passes. Let's see. Okay. There was a dump tackle there, but he didn't lift him, and tip his body completely over. So we have their out half again. Very lovely feet their out half has. But Lansdowne makes the tackle. Here's another phase. So we have a ruck and trying to get through the tunnel. One of the Lansdowne plays infringed. I think somebody came in through the side. And it's going to be ball to New York. So New York Rugby have the ball possession right now. And let's see what we're going to do here. I have a feeling it's going to be a kick into touch. It's probably going to be their out half. Kicking into touch, yes, it appears that way. The out half has a lefty boot. And, oh, wow, he's going to kick it on the other side of the pitch. That's interesting. Yes, that's very interesting. I guess he wanted to throw everybody off. And it worked, actually. There's Alex. There you go. Some great passes. There we go. Brian Hawk, lovely pass. There we go. Beautiful. Alan Rusty Walsh is playing prop. And what do you call it? I guess he called a knock forward. It looked like it went backwards, but feasible. There was some great interplay there, though. It was Alan Walsh, and there was Brian Hawk, and Alex Griffin, and some really good stuff. Having said that, it looked like the referee called a knock forward to New York. So we have a scrum. It looks about 7 or 8 meters out from the end goal. And New York, who this is the third scrummage of the match. New York have already done quite well with the scrummaging, having won the previous two. Their own scrums, of course. Lansdowne have yet to have their own scrum. So big push by Lansdowne. Wow, shoving them back. Okay, but New York were very fortuitous. They came down with possession. Looks like their number 8 peeled out, and he had possession. Lovely, lovely play. New York is still... Okay, it looked like a knock forward. I think either somebody went into touch or it was a knock forward. Oh, crossing. The referee, it can't be a crossing, something else, because the referee crossed his arms but below. So again, it is another another infraction by the men from Yonkers, Woodlawn. And it's going to be a kick into touch by the men from New York. So there's going to be a line out for New York. And... let's see what happens here. So New York are up at this point 5 points to 3 as they scored a try. Lansdowne kicked a penalty. So that's where we stand as of now. And the wind is really whipping up now. I'm sure you can hear it. Of course, there's no protection here on Randall's Island. So we're wide open here. Here comes the throw-in from their hooker, the New York hooker. And he's waiting patiently. Lovely hands by their number 6. They pass to their number 6 an awful lot. So here we go. Okay, a phase. New York have come through and they have maintained possession. And their out half is going to kick it. And it's going to go directly into touch, which means there's going to be a line out over here. There's going to be a line out to Lansdowne. Okay, Lansdowne are going to have a line out right here. Okay, so it is a Lansdowne line out just inside New York's halfway line. It's probably 5 meters from the, if that much, from the halfway line. So Lansdowne now, we're planning on a line out, and here we go. I guess we're going to approach the line out and then make a call at the line out. So of course the jumpers are getting set. The jumpers are set. Here comes the throw in from our own Shawnee Stones. So, oh, it's a knock forward against Lansdowne. So it's going to be a scrum to New York from about 2 meters from the halfway line. As there was a knock forward by the men, the Lansdowne men. Okay, so the men from New York, the Manhattanites, have had the advantages in the scrum, and this will be the 4th scrum of the match, and the possession is New York at this stage. So all 4 scrummages have been off of a New York scrum, and New York have won all of them. The scrums collapsed, but the ref is letting it go. I guess everybody went down at the same time. So here we go. Their center has made a nifty dash. He's probably gained about 14 meters. And there's a phase. Okay, New York maintained possession. The ball has gone into touch. I don't know why yet. So let's see. It's a knock forward by Lansdowne. So what we're going to see is a scrum. Oh, jeez. We're going to see a scrum. We're going to see a scrum to Lansdowne. No, we're going to see a scrum to New York. Oh, it's not a scrum. It's the ball went into touch. So we're now in the 20th minute, and it's going to be a line out to New York. And the line out to New York is going to be approximately 40 meters from the, nope, let's make it 30 meters from the Lansdowne in goal. So New York right now have a good attacking platform as they're getting set to throw the ball in. Beautiful day in New York City. Lovely, lovely day here on Randall's Island. Having said that, though, no protection from the wind, so both teams need to be aware of the power of Mother Nature here. Well, that wasn't particularly straight, but the ref let it go, so here we go. Okay, they're bulldozing 7, just gained a couple of meters. Here we go, Big 6, he just gained a couple of meters as well. Very big boys they have here on the New York side. Big guys. Here's their out half, lovely player, to their fullback, who's made some really great plays. That one stopped in his tracks. It is now a ruck. And, okay, the ball comes out. Great tackle by, that looks like our own. Couple of great tackles. The ball came out. He's going to call a... Nope, he did not. Oh, he did. He did. Somebody came over the top on the ruck. So Lansdowne now, they're probably going to kick it into touch. Let's see what happens. Yes, they are. Here comes Huey Byrne, the left-booted man. He has a thundering hoof. Oh. Yeah, sit back down again. Comes Hugh Byrne, getting ready to kick the ball into touch. The boot comes, and is it going to go into touch? Yes, it is. So Lansdowne have a line out very deep into New York territory. It looks like from about, I would say 30 meters, not very deep, but deep. There is a good platform as long as they maintain possession. Good attacking platform due to the kick into touch here. Lansdowne getting ready to throw the ball in on the line out. Okay, here comes the line out. So Shawnee Stones getting set to throw the ball in. And what do we have? We have, okay, Luke Russell again. Sure-handed Luke Russell, magnificent player. Here goes Dominic. Dominic just does what he does best. He bulls people off the ball. It is a ruck to the... Okay, knocked forward. So it looks like New York are going to play it, which is a good idea because they've gained... Oh, the ref is bringing it back. The referee is bringing it back. So it's going to be another scrum. Another scrummage in New York. All the scrummages have been New York scrummages. So we have a getting set to scrummage right now. Here comes the big push. Okay, the number 8 peels out, offloads it, a grubber kick. The ball looks like it's going to go into touch, which it just did. So Lansdowne are going to have a line out just inside their own 10-meter line. So it's a grubber by the men in blue, the New York, a lovely little grubber there, alleviating a little pressure from their half. And now Lansdowne have the line out. And let's see what's going to happen here. Lansdowne line out. Okay, let's stand up. Oh. Bad back, Richie. Okay, Lansdowne have maintained possession. I think the ref is going to say it was a crooked throw, so I might be wrong on that. Let's see what he says. Okay. There was something going... Nope, that was not a crooked throw. There was an infringement there by Lansdowne. Perhaps somebody bored in on the line out. Could have jumped in illegally. I believe that's what the call is. I can't tell from here, because there were just too many people in the way, but I believe that one of the Lansdowne players bored illegally into the line out, jumped in too far, which is, as we all know, an infringement. So right now it's going to be a line out to the men in blue. We have a line out by New York, men in blue. So, okay, so what we have here, the men in blue have an excellent attacking platform. Excellent. As we are now in minute 25, and they're about to throw the ball in. Interesting, the two of their jumpers turned back towards their team, and now they're turning back. Ref, that was not a close throw. Good, he made the call. Thank you, sir. That was a very crooked line-out throw. So Lansdowne will now have possession. So Lansdowne have possession, and let's see. Nope. Yeah, he felt it. Okay, let's see. Come on, Lansdowne. We need a big push. This is the first scrum for first scrum that Lansdowne have had in the match. So they're getting shoved back. They have to peel out, otherwise the ball is lost. The ball is lost. The ball is lost. The ball is lost. Okay, that's a knock forward. That's a knock forward. I don't know why the ref called a knock forward against Lansdowne, because what happened was it was kicked forward by Lansdowne, but right now there is a scrummage to New York. So we got absolutely destroyed in that scrum. We're going to have to get the ball out a lot quicker because we're getting shoved back up front. So that's probably what's going to happen again. We need a big push over here. And it's going to be a scrum to the men in blue. It's just inside the Lansdowne 10. Oh no, it's a Lansdowne scrum. They called it a knock forward. That's what I thought in the first place. Okay, they got to get it back quick, which they do. There goes Dominic. There goes Dominic. Look at him shoving defenders back. Look at them. The cannonball himself. Okay, a little quick pass. Here's Huey. Huey, stay in, stay in, stay in. He manages to stay in very well. Here comes a ruck. All right, got the ball out. Another knock forward. Another knock forward by Lansdowne. We've had a couple of knock forwards already, so it's going to be a scrum. It's going to be a scrum to New York. Scrum to New York from a few meters inside the Lansdowne 10. So New York are going to have a scrummaging close. Okay, here comes the big push. Okay, this one, New York, was stopped, but they got the ball out anyway. So a lovely scrum to New York. Okay, lovely interplay. The backs are very impressive on New York. They pass very well. They look to be well drilled, and they're all swift. And a couple of them are quite large. So it's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. New York is still on the attack. That's the second phase of the sequence. The ruck, ball's out. Here come New York. Okay, it looked like they were going to try and there's a knock forward, so it's going to be a scrum to. Oh no, I guess I don't know what the call is. It looked like a knock forward by New York, but what's happening is the ball is going to stay in the possession of the New York Rugby Club. Will they kick it a goal or will they kick into touch? Decisions. The New Yorkers are up 5 points to 3. Oh God. And they are choosing to kick it goal. So it is now 8. If they kick, it will be 8 points to 3. So some kind of. Okay, due to a Lansdowne infringement in minute number 29. Okay, the kicker for New York is about to kick a goal. If he's successful, it will be 8 points to 3 to New York. Bad miss. It's 5 points to 3 to Lansdowne. Lansdowne are still up 5 points to 3. Their out half must not be 100% because he's not taking the kicks. And in the last game, he was absolutely brilliant. So they have one of their centers taking the kicks, and or their scrum half. I'm not sure which. I'll take a look at the next time. Identify the number. But so Lansdowne are kicking off to New York. It's still 5 points to 3 in minute 30. Looks like it went straight out. So it's going to be a scrum to New York. The ball went straight out. I don't know if it went 10 meters or not. It may have, but the ball went directly into touch. So, yeah, it did go 10 meters. But, of course, because it went into touch off the kickoff, the men from Manhattan get possession back and are about to scrummage. So here we go. Push by the sides. The scrum half rolls it in. And New York again have gained the advantage. They have not lost any of their own scrummages. They're scrummaging well. Even when they're held up, they manage to get the ball out quickly. So it is still ball to New York. Their number 6 is huge. Lovely little dash by the number 6. He gained 2-3 meters there. So here we go again. New York is still in possession of the ball. Somebody hit him early. That was a good slowdown. I think that was the wrecking ball himself, Ronan Costello. Well done. And there goes, all right, a couple of nifty passes. Here comes a grubber. And, oh, the fullback. Lovely recovery by the fullback. He is a fast runner. That kid can run. That kid can run. Very, very lovely job by their fullback. He's some player. Okay, New York are on the run there. Number 12. Great run by the number 12. Okay, another good run. New York still have the ball, still possession, and they're still attacking. And they've stood up very well. So they're making the ball available until the New York Ruckers can get over there and fulfill the ruck. And there is some kind of infringement. I can't see. Okay, the ball goes to Lansdowne. I have a feeling it's going to be a Lansdowne scrum. I wish it were a kick into touch, but I did not see what the infraction was. So I think it's a sosh iska, as they say in Irish, which means a water break. So we are in minute number 32, and there's a sosh iska. Sosh iska, minute 32. Okay. It's 5-3 still, man. Okay, so somebody's down for Lansdowne. I can't see who it is. Their body's in the way. Sorry?
So that's when you know it's the Premiership.
I'm sorry.
So that's when you know it's the Premiership, when the score is actually kind of lower.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, that looks like Luke. Luke seemed to be temporarily banged up there, but he's back up again. Okay, so we have the Sosishka, and okay. Oh, I gotta sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, don't grow old and don't get a bad back. Back surgery is crazy. Okay, so Lansdowne have a scrum, but they're deep in their own territory. If Lansdowne maintain possession, there will be a kick out, unless there's an overlap from the beginning, which I doubt. Okay, the ball gets hooked back. All right, the number 8, Dominic again. Wow, he is just a brute. He just carries defenders with him. Okay, Lansdowne have won their own. Here we go. Okay, Huey kicks the ball. It's still bouncing, keeps bouncing, keeps bouncing. Okay, their fullback, who has been terrific today. All right, there's a tackle by Johnny. Johnny Giordano just made a magnificent tackle. I think he's going to call it high. It a borderline high, but I thought it was a good tackle. But alas, I am not the referee. So, okay, so the men from New York get a kick into touch. Okay, so good kick by New York. They have possession, and they also have a line out between the halfway line and the 10-meter line of Lansdowne. So it looks like it's about, let's call it 45 meters from the Lansdowne in goal. The men from New York have a kick into touch. Excuse me, everybody. I made a mistake there. The men from New York have a line out from 45 meters out. Lost my train of thought for a second. We got the ball back in the official game ball. Okay. All right, there's a crooked line out again. So Lansdowne will get the ball back. It's going to be a scrum to Lansdowne from very close to the same spot. It'll be about the 45 from Lansdowne's own 45. Okay, so we're in the last quarter of the first half. We are about, let's tack on 2 minutes for the Solshishka. So let's make it 35. We're about at minute 32. It's about minute 32 because he's going to tack on. So you reckon at 1:05 he'll probably blow the whistle, approximately. So here we go. Here comes the big push. The big push. All right, so Brian Hawk gets set to roll the ball in. Big push on both sides. New York again pushing Lansdowne back a wee bit. But it looks like somebody... Here goes Dylan on the way. There he goes. Up and around again. Oh, jeez. Okay, it was Oh, wow. The referee is let advantage go. Lansdowne now have, let's see what's going to happen here. They may take a shot at goal. They're just inside the halfway line. So it is a boomer of a kick, but it's not too far from the center of the pitch. So let's see what he's... Oh, Lansdowne have decided kick the ball into touch. So Huey Byrne again with his magical boot. He has some boot on him. Lansdowne are going to be kicking, are going to be throwing in on line out. Hi, Kim. How you doing? What's happening? How are you? Great to see you. Mwah.
You too.
How you doing? Okay. How are you? Excellent. We are losing 5-3. There's about 6 minutes left in the half, and there's about 6 minutes left in the half, and we're down 5-3. A very low-scoring game. It seems each team keeps turning the ball over when the opportunity to score presents itself. Yeah. So, but at least we have a good platform here. So hopefully. All right. Shane Kenny comes down with the ball on the line out, and we're getting set for another phase. Here we go. Okay, Brian Hawk passes it to our very own Luke Russell, Captain Luke Russell, I might add. Another ball out. Dominic again, Bulldozer Dom. Again, making that ball available. Here we go. All right. Some lovely... went backwards. Can't be a knock forward if it goes backwards. The ref didn't call it, so it's still Lansdowne ball. The touch judge decided that it's going to be a line out to the men in blue. So we're going to see a New York line out, very deep into Lansdowne territory here. And we are in, the original minutes, we're in minute 37, but let's call it minute 35 due to the fact that what we have is we had, let's say, 2 minutes for the water break. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Good. Down 5-3. So, all right, there's going to be, I didn't see what happened as I greeted my dear friend, my brother, rampaging Steve Murphy. And it looks like it's going to be a scrummage to the men in blue. So there was some kind of infraction by Lansdowne. And it's going to be a big push by the men in blue and by Lansdowne as the ball is deep in New York territory. So New York's backs have been very, very good, very speedy and very creative. So I wouldn't be surprised if New York win the scrum, which they probably will, if they run it out, which they did. There goes their number 8, who's peeled off a couple of scrums. Very good play, a lovely player their number 8 is. Okay, he just went down on his knee. He wanted to avoid a choke tackle. And now what happened was the referee saw something wrong in the sequence. And Lansdowne are going to have a scrummage from approximately about 7 or 8 meters out, it appears. Yes, I see the red line. Let's call it 8 meters out. So approximately 8 meters out, there's going to be a scrum to the visitors, and it's going to be a big push by both teams. So let's see what happens here. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, everybody's getting set. Listen to the referee's orders. Brian Hawk ready to go. Okay. So here we go. The ball's coming back. Here comes a peel out by Dominic. Okay, there goes Brian Hawk attacking the goal. Okay, there's a ruck. Okay, there's an infringement by the men in blue. So it looks like Lansdowne, they're not going to take a quick tap. I would have taken a quick tap. But I think they're going to kick into touch. That's what appears. Kick into touch. So there will be a... Oh, God. Oh, there will be a Lansdowne line out. So there's going to be a Lansdowne line out from... Lansdowne line out from pretty in close. Let's call it 10 meters out of the end goal, of the New York end goal. So there's Jake. Jakey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? So here goes. Just throwing. throw-in's going to take place for Lansdowne. Let's see. Will Lansdowne retain possession? They did. They did. Okay, right to Dominic. Bulldozer Dom. New York made a great tackle because Dominic has been wrecking people, although he still managed to gain a couple of meters. That looks like Ronan, who just came down with the ball. Here comes, that looks like Shane. Shane, sure-handed Shane, let's call him. His lovely hands for a big fella. Usually big fellas don't have good hands. So here we go. There we go. A little give and go by our man, Mr. Russell. Okay, pass into Dom into heavy traffic, but Dom still manages to gain a couple of meters as his is trademark. Okay, here goes. That looks like Brian Hawk gained a couple of meters. Lansdowne is still knocking at the door here. Pass out wide to Huey Byrne. Huey is tackled. The defensive line speed on the part of New York was absolutely magnificent there. So, okay, the referee is going to call that. They got to go 10 meters. They got to go 10 meters, which they did not do. Oh, wow, he's changed his call. Nope, he might be sending somebody off for a yellow card. Let's see. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The man, what happened was the man tackled, and he's bitching at the ref. I don't think this is a good idea on his part, but he's the fullback, and he has had a magnificent match. So you got to give the fullback credit. He had a bit of a made a big mistake there, but nevertheless, he has played a magnificent game. So Lansdowne are up a man now, and we are now in. We either have a minute left or in injury time. It depends on what the referee is doing with the water. Lansdowne just scored a try in injury time. It was scored by Shane after some serious interplay there. Okay. In minute 40 or 42, depending on how the referee is going to call it due to the water break. But some great work. There was a quick tap, then there was a scrummage, and Shane Kenny slams down into goal in the corner. So Lansdowne are now up 8 points to 5 in injury time with the subsequent kick at goal by Mr. Brian Hawk. So this should be the last play of the first half, but we will see. Nevertheless, Brian's about to take a kick at goal from a tricky angle. It would be a touchline conversion if he makes it, and he's a lefty boot from that side of the field, so you always want. But he is a super kicker, so we will see. Okay. Alrighty. This should be the end of the half. It should be because we're about minute 43, so depending on how much he's going to tack on for the water break, but we are in injury time now, even if he tacks on 2 minutes. So Brian Hawk is kicking at the goal, and he made it. He made it. So Lansdowne have doubled the lead to 10-3. Brian Hawk just made a ridiculous kick, and has just doubled the Lansdowne lead to 10 points to 5, and that is the end of the first half. Hey, Pat. Hey, buddy. Okay, the kickoff for the second half is 12:52. Lansdowne kicked it deep. Looks like it's going to be a line out. It is going to be a line out deep into New York territory. Oh wow, the wind is blowing from northwest to southeast. So it looks like the wind is going to be a little bit to Lansdowne back. It's very strange, the wind currents here on Randall's Island. As anybody knows, the Hellgate is a very dangerous place because of the currents, and I think the wind has a lot to do with it. So right now, there's going to be a line out to New York. That was a lovely line out. The guy completed to perfection. So they're going to try and run out, gain some space, maybe either get a seam or kick it out. Okay, so, all right, he kicked it out. The ball is infield. Oh, Alex just made a lovely run over. And there goes Matt Taylor. No, went right into touch. Okay, so what happened was there's going to be a line out right over here for New York. Unfortunately, the ball just stayed in the air for just a split second too long and just went directly into touch. So it's going to be a New York line out at the beginning of the second half. New York are in their own they're inside their own 10. Oh no, he's right at their own 10. The hooker is about to throw it in from their own 10. Lansdowne have just come down with possession. A couple of passes. Grubber by Dylan. The ball is going to go into touch. So an excellent grubber by the magnificent Dylan Casey. Magnificent Dylan Casey. Great play by Dylan. The ball goes into touch. It is a line out to New York, and they're going to be defending close. So it's rather key that New York make a lovely line out ball here, because if they don't, Lansdowne it's right in front of goal. It might only be 6, 7. Beautiful line out for New York. Lovely. Their 6 is a great line out operator, and their hooker is a very good thrower. So they completed the line out. Now there's a ruck. There is a phase. So they're either looking to kick it or the bulldozing Ronan Costello always makes his presence known. Here comes a kick into touch, and it's going to be the ball is bounding out again, and they're going to have to chase the ball down, but they will bring another ball in. It's going to be a Lansdowne throw on the line out as Johnny Bright goes and tries to collect the game ball. So here we go. There's going to be a throw in. Oh, so they did get the ball in time. Okay, there goes Dominic. Oh, bulldozer. Wow, Dominic. He's laying on the other side of the referee has to call him for not rolling away. The referee did not call him. There was no advantage. Yes, Lansdowne now have an attacking position. Dylan is about to... Oh, no, that's Brian Hockey. Okay, Lansdowne are right in front of goal. Directly in front of goal. Let's see what the call is now. The referee detected some kind of infraction, and it looks like it's going to be a scrum to Lansdowne directly in front of goal. I have to take this hat off, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lovely day, and yours truly does not like hats when the weather is beautiful. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a scrum to Lansdowne right in front of goal. So scrum to Lansdowne right in front of goal, and here we go. The referee's taking a second. We'll see what happens. Oh, this back is killing me. Okay, let's sit down, get a nice comfy seat here. Oh, God. Okay, so... So it's going to be a Lansdowne scrum. And it might be another water break due to the fact that the temperature has risen. It's got to be in the 70s, and plus the fact the artificial turf would conclude that, you would see, due to the artificial turf, the heat rises off it, especially when the sun is beating down on it. And right now, it is windless here on. There's no wind whatsoever on the southern end of Randall's Island, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so as play is about to resume. The men from Lansdowne and the men from New York are getting ready to scrummage. And the referee directs the scrum half, and the men in the scrum gives his orders and his cadence. Oh, not yet. He sees something he doesn't like on the other side of the pitch. Perhaps he's calling that they're not 5 back off the back foot. I think that's what it is. Okay, ball is in. Ball comes out. There goes Brian Hockey. Yes! Brian Hawk peels out of a scrum. Oh, God. Lansdowne have just tripled the lead. Okay, so in minute number 47, we'll see how much the ref is going to tack on, but technically minute 47, Brian Hawk peeled off. He dummied after he peeled off from the back of the scrum, and he took the ball in himself. He has just tripled the lead. It is now 15 points to 5 to Lansdowne with the subsequent kick at goal from Mr. Brian Hawk. Oh, God, it's back. Okay, so, barbecue in the back of the pitch. That's lovely. So Brian Hawk is going to take the kick at goal, and we'll see what happens here. It is 15 points to 5 with Mr. Hawk getting set to give a blast. The wind is basically at his back, so hopefully he'll be accurate with his endeavor. So Mr. Hawk kicks it. It is good. So Lansdowne have just taken a 12-point advantage. Okay, so in minute minute 49, Brian Hawk is accurate with the kick at goal. The score is now 17 points to 5. Lansdowne are leading New York here on Randall's Island. Okay, here comes the kickoff from the men in blue. Okay, deep kickoff, which is always a good idea in my humble opinion, but what do I know? I'm just a dummy. Okay, so here we go. A kick. Wow, magnificent kick by Hugh Byrne. It split the New York men. Okay, the fullback is back on. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. Okay, wow, their center just made a lovely push. There's a ruck to the men in blue. New York. Just gained a couple more meters. Lovely run. I think it's number 8. I can't see from here. I can't see his back. Okay, so what happened was Lansdowne just did a wee bit of an infraction there. It's obviously an infringement because New York are going to get a kick into touch, which they're successful at. So New York are going to have a good platform for attack. Yes, they do. It's approximately, I would say, there's the 10. I would say they're approximately 30 meters out from the end goal. So New York are now attacking 30 meters out in the end goal. And the New York hooker is about to toss the ball in into the line out here. Okay, so New York have come down with it. It was a little tricky there, but New York did come down with it. They very fortuitous. The bulldozer, Ronan Costello, that's a knock forward. What? He was out. How could it be a knock forward when they had possession and was knocked loose? A very interesting interpretation of the laws there. Nevertheless, it's going to be a scrum to the men in blue. So New York are approximately, they're about at the 10, so they're just short of 40 meters out from the Lansdowne in goal, and there's going to be a scrum. Okay, so scrum to New York, which they've been successful at all day long, and we'll see what happens here. Referee gives his orders. Ball gets rolled in by the scrum half. Okay, so somebody peels. I think it's the number 8 again. They do that frequently. Their number 8 peels. Thank you. Thank you. Brian Hawk again. Okay, Brian Hawk made a magnificent dash, but kicks the ball directly into touch. So, unfortunately, it's going to be, because Brian gained probably about 20, 30 meters on that one. Great dash. So it's going to be a line out to the men in blue, and the men in blue are from an attacking mode. It's not a good position for them. However, they've been very good on the line out today. So what's going to happen is they're going to throw the ball in from approximately 30 meters away from their own in goal. So here we go. Yeah, it was. I don't know what that call is. It looked like they're 4 barged jumping into the line out. I don't know, but nevertheless, New York have a line out ball to New York, and here comes the. Oh, the ball is out of play again. The ball is out of play again. So, New York are going to have a throw-in from the Lansdowne 10. Couple of infractions by okay, a little wishy-washy on the line out there, but what happened was New York came down with the ball again, which was very fortuitous of them. They were persistent and deserved possession on that one. Here's their out half to their fullback, who was sin bin previously. Okay, there's a breakdown tackle. Brian Hawk gets out of the rook to defend. Okay. Ronan Costello, the bulldozer, just missed the tackle. There's another breakdown. New York have the ball again. He didn't peel out. He passed it instead. Here comes their hooker. Lovely run by their hooker. He gained probably about 7 or 8 meters on that one. Okay, the player saw a seam there. Okay, Lansdowne, that's a high tackle, ref. Guys, you need to keep it cool. Don't yell at the ref. He's not going to change his mind. I don't know who gets the possession. Lansdowne gets possession. The referee is instructing the out half. I don't know for what. So there's going to be, another yellow card. Let's see. I think it's one of the second rows. I think it's in number 4. So in minute 54, the number 4 of New York has been sin bin, so he'll be out until 1:16. Lansdowne have possession. They're about to kick into touch. .16. Hey Jack, what's up? How you doing, Mark? All right, so we are now in minute 55. There is going to be a line out to Lansdowne in their own half, just inside their own 10 meters. So let's call it 38 meters out from the end goal. Here comes the throw-in. All right, Lansdowne have made a clean line-out take. It went to none other than Shane Kenny. There goes Dominic the Bulldozer, Sophie. We have 2 bulldozers. That's off the foot, so it is not a knock forward. Off the foot. Here comes Shawnee Stones, who's making a little inroads on himself. Ran into traffic, but gained a meter or 2. Okay, lovely kick by Brian Hawk. Bounce. Yep, good bounce. It's a high bounce, but now New York have to attack from deep in. The defense is there. Lovely pass. Lovely pass. Okay, good tackle by, I don't know who that is. Let's see. So, all right, he was bent over. Can't be a high tackle. There's a breakdown. Okay, turnover ball to Lansdowne. Turnover ball to Lansdowne. Okay, Lansdowne are on the attack again. Okay, Lansdowne are on the attack again. And it looks like it's going to be a kick into touch. Wow. Here goes Mr. Hugh Byrne, about to kick it into touch. He kicks it into touch. Good kick. Lansdowne have a very good attacking platform, as the lineout's going to be from just a few meters out. It looks like about 6 or 7 meters out of the New York in goal. Okay, so there's going to be a line out. Okay, here comes the throw from Shawnee Stones. Shawnee Stones Lachlan. Okay, there goes the throw. Oh, wow. Great hands by, that looks like Dan Graham. Lovely hands by Dan, came down with that ball because it just eluded the lovely reach of Shane Kenny. So what happened was there was turnover ball. New York have the ball back now. Looks like he's going to take a kick into touch. Yes, he is. It's one of the centers who's been doing most of the kicking. He's going to blast the ball into touch. Okay, the kick is coming my way. Okay, back out over the fence again. Somebody's running out to grab the ball. Okay, 52:09. Okay, so 8. It's 17 minutes into the half, 57. But he had a water break, so it might be. Yeah. Also, at 1:16, that's when their second row gets back on. So I'm talking 1:16 the time, not the minutes in the match. Okay, so lovely line out there. Second row tapped it back. And New York are on the attack again. They're 7. Their back row played very well. They're number 8. All 3 of the back row players have played well. There's one of them right now. The number 6, he's a very tall guy. He's also very skillful. Lovely guy. Lovely player, rather. I don't know him personally. Okay, there's an infraction against Lansdowne. And what is going to happen is it looks like there's going to be, it's actually an infringement. It's going to be a kick at goal. Their left-footed out half is going to kick. And he does. A booming kick. That's the out half from the last time we played them. He just blasted a lovely kick, giving the men in blue an opportunity for a platform for attack. They're just inside the Lansdowne 10, and the line out will be to the men in blue. So what we have is a line out to New York. Lansdowne are up by 12 points. Okay, the referee just blew the whistle. I don't know why, but nevertheless, maybe he didn't like what he saw in the line out. So I don't see what happened. The referee, I think, is giving instructions to the jumpers, and the out half for Lansdowne is having a conversation with the ref. I don't know why, but okay, here comes the throw-in. Okay, lovely line out by New York. Lovely line out. Lovely line out by New York. That was a great line out. Very smooth. Stood up, offload, phase, ball to New York, still the bulldozer, making another one. Great tackle by whom, I don't know. That's not Dominic. Dominic's at number 8. That looks like it was Owen Murphy. The ball's on the other side of the pitch, very close to the touch line. But they're still in. There goes Ronan again, making, oh my God, another great tackle by Owen. Okay, there's an infraction against Lansdowne. I don't know what it's for. An infraction against Lansdowne. I have no idea what it's for. It's on the other side of the pitch. I really couldn't get a good, the back. Okay, so their out half is going to kick into touch again. And smooth kick into touch. They're not that far out. They're probably about 15 meters out of the in goal. Here comes the line out for the men in blue. Okay, so we're halfway through the second half. We're entering the final quarter of the match. And New York have an excellent platform for attack as they are pretty close. Here comes the throw. The ball has just been stolen by Lansdowne. I don't know who just stole that, but I have a feeling that it was Owen Murphy because Owen is magnificent in these matters. Oh, okay. Attempted kick out was knocked down by one of the New York players. Made a lovely play. He really did, whoever that was. He made a lovely play. Okay, here's a tackle. Okay, another phase. That's the second phase of the sequence. The out half gets to throw it to the scrum half. Ooh, great hands by the I think that's the number 7 because he had to reach out far for that ball at his fingertips and he still came down possession. Here comes another tackle. The number 8, who's been excellent all day, he peels out very well from the scrum, the New York number 8. So another break. That's probably about the 4th phase. Here comes their out half. He just saw a seam. He's going to go under the posts. So what just happened was in minute number in minute 62, some really good passing in and out by New York, and their out half, who impressed so much against Lansdowne several weeks ago, just split a seam and ran it under the post, scored a try, and he converted his own try. So the score is now 17 points to 12 to Lansdowne with about 17 minutes left in the half. Okay, so the kickoff is going to go. The wind has changed direction again. The wind is coming directly from the west and going to the east. So neither team will have wind at their back now. But then again, we are on Randall's Island, so anything is possible on Randall's. The wind is really whipping up. I'm sure you can hear it. So the kickoff is going to come from Lansdowne to New York. A couple of changes have been made. So let's see who else is in. Okay, Owen is in. Owen Foynes is, I think he's in at wing. I'm not sure. I can't see from here. I'm sure Brian Hawk's still out there. Dylan's still at out half, unless Brian is out. I don't think Brian is out. I can't see. I'm still trying to get a gathering of the players here. Here comes Dylan's kick. Dylan did the ball bounce. It's going to bounce into touch. Oh, wow. What a play. Oh, my God. Lansdowne just retrieved possession. Wow. Okay, that was a great play by Lansdowne. I don't know who that was, but whoever made that play, absolutely awesome. Okay, so here we go. There's a couple more passes. Dylan Casey. Okay, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, there's a kick into touch, 5 meters. The men from New York are going to have a line out from 5 meters out. So 5 meters out. Lansdowne are going to have a line out, and we are in minute number 8:24. Minute 65. Okay, minute 65. Okay, so we have minute 65. There's going to be a line out. Okay. Going to be a line out for New York. Minute number 65. Just made a, they just did a sub. So the line out to New York. Here's the throw. Okay, very lovely line out by the men from New York. Okay, there is an infraction. It may be an infringement by Lansdowne. Yes, there is. There's going to be a kick out. There's going to be a kick out for, and there's a successful kick out to just inside midfield for the men from New York. It's going to be just inside midfield for the men from New York. Okay, Eddie Ringler has moved to wing. Let's see what else is going on. Brian's still in there, so the halfback combo is still intact. I think Owen Foynes is in at the other wing or at center. Yes, Owen's in at center. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. Do you see it? Threw it behind his back. Yes, made a good call. Good call. Lansdowne ball is going to be scrum at approximately the halfway line because Paul, I don't know how much he's going to tack on with the, but we're in, let's see, 18 and 8 is 26. We're about minute 27 because you always tack on an extra minute. He might tack on 2 minutes and take them off because of but we're minute 68 right now. Okay, so we have a scrummage at the halfway line. So here we go. It's been a back and forth kind of game here. Here we go, big push. They got to get out fast because New York are very good. There we go. Very good. Very good. Okay. I think there was a knock forward. Okay. The knock forward went against Lansdowne initially, so it's going to be a scrum to New York. So we're going to have a big scrum to New York, and then we'll take it from there. Big scrum to New York. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, boys. Big push about to happen. The scrum half from New York is about to roll it into the scrum. Here comes the push. All right, New York again have gotten the advantage on the wow. Great tackle. What? Uh-oh. Gone. Gone. Okay. Okay, so the score right now is there's about 12 minutes left. Yeah. Sorry? No, it's even right now. If he kicks it, we're down by 2. Yep. Minute 79, a long distance try by the New York center. Evens the score, and now their out half's kicking a goal. New York now have the lead by 19 points to 17. So New York are up 19 to 17, and we have about 11 minutes left in the half, in the match for that matter. 19. Yes, he did. It was a chip shot. It's 19-17 to them right now. We're down by 2. Okay, so the kickoff is going to go to, I see Tom Murray's out there for Alan Rusty Walsh. So here comes Dylan. Okay, the kick has gone 10, so it's good kick. At their number 8, who was stopped in his tracks by, it looks like Shane Kenny. Lovely tackle by Shane. We're going to need a turnover ball right now because we have... Okay. Lansdowne have just stolen the ball. Turnover ball from Shane. Okay, I don't know what's transpired yet. The referee just blew the whistle. I think he is giving the ball to Lansdowne. I didn't see the infraction, nor did I see the... I didn't either see the infraction, nor did I see the... Oh, it's going to be an infraction, not an infringement. What we have is a scrummage to Lansdowne. Okay. Okay, so scrum to Lansdowne. And we're getting close to the final quarter of the match. Okay, Lansdowne ball out. Okay, there goes Dominic. Dominic again. looks like somebody got held up. Okay, the referee called, said he held the ball up. I couldn't see it from here. Somebody was in the in goal with possession. The ball was held up. Dylan Casey is out. He is hurt. His ankle is acting up. Okay. Okay, the wind now is going very, very swirly, but it feels like it's going off. Yes, it is off the water again, but again, we're surrounded by water on two sides, so that's not surrounded. Okay, so okay, there's a great kick by Brian Hawk again. Brian Hawk is bailing us out here. Okay, kick back into touch. All right, there goes Dominic. Here comes Dominic on the attack. There goes Brian Hockey. Down on. Yes! Yes! Owen Foynes just scored a try into the quarter. Basically, that was done by Brian Hawk, who had the assist on the play, and made a beautiful kick off the response because they threw it in early. In minute 34, magnificent play by Brian Hawk. He kicked the ball in deep. It bounded. They hurried the kick. The ball ended up into the capable hands of Owen Foynes, and Owen scored a try in the corner. Lansdowne right now in minute number 33. 34 actually. Lansdowne are now up by it was 17 points to 15. It is now 20 points to 17 to Lansdowne. Here comes the subsequent kick at goal. No, I can't. There's I'll tell you right now. 8 and 4. 8 and 4 is 34. It's approximately minute 35. You were right. It's 5 minutes left. Okay, the wind is swirling. I think he's giving it a minute. There is a conference between the two captains and the referee. Don't know what's happening. This is an interesting development. No idea what's going on. I don't know. See. No try? No try. What's the call? There's no try. We're down by 2 then. Oh my God. Lads, I don't know what the call is. Evidently the referee said no try. I don't know what's going on here because it looks like it's going to be a line now to Lansdowne. Owen was the one in possession. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening here. I don't know what the call is. But there is no score, so New York is still up 17 to 15. Great. Okay, Lansdowne have possession back. Brian Hawk comes down. Here we go. All right, we have a ruck. Okay, we have a ruck. The ball goes back. It's available. Okay, here we go. That's Tom Murray. Great run by him. Brute. Okay. Okay, we're right in front of goal, right in the corner here. Okay, another. Okay, it's offsides on that, but okay, here we go. Brian Hock again has possession of the ball. Okay, here we go. Another ball to Lansdowne. Here we go. Somebody's peeling out. Yo no sé, hermano. Yo no sé lo que pasó. Okay, I don't know whose ball it is. There are people in the way, so unfortunately. Okay. Yep, there's a head scratcher. Agreed. Whoever scratched his head there. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. Looks like Lansdowne will have a scrum. And we are getting late. It is this. There are less than 5 minutes in regulation here. So, okay. So yes, there are only about 3 minutes left. So here we go. Big push by Lansdowne. Big push by New York. The referee is giving his orders. The ball gets rolled in. There goes Dominic. There goes Dominic. There he goes. Right in front of goal. Lansdowne need to hold on to possession. Right in front of goal. Turnover ball. That's a high tackle. He's going to whistle it. Oh, Jesus. It's a high tackle. It was a good call by the ref. Saturday. Okay, so unfortunately a man is down. The number 7, who's had a very good game. Very good game that 7 has had. Okay, so New York get a kick. And it's going to be a kick into touch, which means it is going to be, there goes the ball out again. There was a kick into touch, which means that there is going to be a line out for the men in blue. And we are very close to the end of the match. So approximately from the halfway line. I don't know.
All I need is just like my legs wrapped. I just don't have to.
No, what was I doing? Okay, very quick line out by the men in blue. That was a lovely line out. They did what they had to do, get the ball back in a hurry. Dominic just to the referee. No call. There's a knock forward. Okay, so Lansdowne have a second life here right at the end of the match. We are in literally the last minute of the match. Okay, a new life to Lansdowne because this is the end. So depending on what happens here, need some kind of ball out wide and some speed on the outside. Okay, so big push by both teams. Here we go. Somebody pushed early. All right. All right, pushed early. So there is, I would take the kick into touch. Kick the ball into touch. We're only at the halfway line. A scrum. Damn. All right. All right, so there's a scrum. Okay, here we go. Lansdowne have another push. Again, the Second Life business, because the New Yorkers, well, both teams are New Yorkers, but New York actually pushed early on the scrum, probably before the referee gave his marching orders for the, well, not marching orders, his orders for the actual scrum. Okay, here's a phase, the first phase of the sequence. Ball's out. Okay, it goes to Sean Lachlan Stones, who's making a beautiful run. He just gained about 6 or 7 meters. There's a pile. Okay. Is he going to take the points? If I were him, I'd take the points. Brian! Brian! T! Okay, this is probably going to be the last kick of the game. This will probably be the last kick of the game. We are at the edge. But you need to... We're down by 2. It's 17-15 right now. Okay, so at the death, Brian Hawk is going to kick at the posts. At the death. Yes, it is at the death. So Mr. Hawk is kicking at the goal. Yes! Dom, check the time! Brian Hawk just kicked a monstrous kick from just inside the halfway line. Lansdowne are now up by a point. Dominic, check the time with the ref. We're in the death. He should have blown the whistle now. We're in the death. 3. Okay, Lansdowne now have a breakdown. It's going to be a kick out. Yes! Yes! Lansdowne have won. Brian Hawk, the last kick of the match. The last kick, well, it wasn't the last play of the match, but it was the last kick. Brian Hawk just is the kick the match winner. Lansdowne win 18-17.
No.
Thank you very much, everybody.
20-19. We won 20-19.
17. Yes, 20-19. Well, I'll check the match report. I'll have the match reports for you. Signing out from Randall's Island.